What's up, guys? It's Ash here, and I'm bringing you some Black Ops SnD as per usual. I hope you guys are having a good week. It's the start of the week for me. It's a good old Monday. You'll probably be seeing this tomorrow on Tuesday. But I got some music playing in the background, me playing a little guitar. Hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm shouting over it. I'll have to see after I record this. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is not sniping. Because I'm not sniping in this gameplay. Not sniping is, in my honest opinion, easy. That is why I snipe. I don't snipe because I think I'm good, or because quickscoping is legit, or because I'm a badass quickscoper, or because I want to be in phase, or optic, or blah blah blah. I snipe because it's more difficult. I didn't say it was hard, I said more difficult than using a regular gun. And right here I'm not even using a really amazing regular gun. I'm using the M16 with the silencer. So it's not like, holy Jesus, I've got the FAMAS out and I'm just spraying folks down around corners and shit. No. I'm just using the M16, and at the end of the gameplay you'll say, oh Ashton, your score wasn't that amazing. It was only blah blah blah. And I'll say this, we 4-0 these guys. I've got the highest score by far. And I'm not the type of guy who's gonna just screw over my team and, you know, steal all the kills for myself. You know, I'm calling out to my buddies where, the two buddies I'm playing with, I'm calling out, you know, where enemies are, letting them know, they're letting me know. I'm not just like, alright you guys hang back, let me get all the kills so I can get an awesome gameplay. No, we're just playing, and this just happens. If I were to use a regular gun, I would get gameplays out the ass, to be honest with you guys. At least, I'm sure some of you guys will think, you know, oh, you didn't go 17-1 or something in Search and Destroy. That's not that good of a gameplay or something like that. Well, you're crazy. Because how often does that happen? If you go 17-1, you probably played 7 rounds and your team died a boatload of times, and you just let them defuse it just so you can get more kills. That's not the way to play the game. If you're whooping up on the enemy team, just seal the coffin. Put the last nail in there. Win. Easy. You don't have to prolong it. And honestly, the more you prolong it, the more likely they are to actually beat you. And then you look like a fool. When you go, you know, 13-2 and your team still loses because you were playing like a jackass. And honestly, that makes me mad. And I know one of my subscribers can attest to the fact that using a regular gun is easy. And it was my buddy, my buddy Miles. He's probably watching this, and we were playing on this exact map actually, and it was probably a couple months ago. And there was a guy in the lobby using the FAMAS, gold FAMAS, 15 prestige. Lord knows at 15 prestige in a 2-year-old game, you've got to use the FAMAS because your KD is all that matters. So he's using the FAMAS, and one time, he kills me like twice in a row. I'm getting really mad because I hate getting killed by the FAMAS because it's the most overpowered gun in the game. I don't care what anyone says. So, after he wins the round for his team because he's whoring out the freaking FAMAS like a good kid he is, I'm like, good job using the FAMAS, bro. You're so good. This game's 2 years old, blah, 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 all that stuff I said earlier. And he's like, oh, fine. You want me to use a gun that's harder to use? Fine, I'll use a gun that's hard to use. Next life, guess what gun he's using? It's not the FAMAS, but it's the AK-47. Like, how is that any worse? All the assault rifles are pretty darn good. Unless you're, like, I'm trying to think of an assault rifle that's not that great. The Enfield isn't that great. The M16 and M14 are harder to use because they're semi-auto. The FAL is harder to use because it's semi-auto. Unless you have a mod, and if you're one of those kids, go die. Sorry, but just please do. And, you know, he acts like using the AK-47 is hard. People, and I mean, come on, he wasn't even doing that great. He was probably, like, at the end of the game, he was, like, I don't know, 11-4 or something like that. Which is a good score. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's a good score, but that's not breakout or amazing or flawless. I mean, come on, if you're using a red gun, I'm gonna call them red guns. If you're using a normal gun, assault rifle, SMG, whatever, you should destroy the other team in Search and Destroy if you're a decent to good player. That's just the way it should be. And there's no other way around it. Because, I mean, you've got full auto capabilities in your hands. If the enemy is unaware or you get a half a second, you know, jump on them, they're dead, regardless. Especially if you're using the FAMAS, you're going to insta-kill almost everyone because that gun's completely overpowered. And I know I've just been ranting this whole game, this whole commentary about the flaws, about how regular guns, assault rifles, SMGs, etc. are overpowered and they're stupid and gay, so that's why I snipe. But, you know, it's the truth, guys, and I don't care what you say, using a regular gun is easy. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will catch you bros later, as always.